It's just, memory, so
Yeah.
we can roll
Okay,
for an
that's
hour
fine.
and it won't cost us anything. I'll check through the other
That's
window.
on.
Let me just have a peek here. That's not a bad shot. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not bad at all. And can you say a few words, please, Bob?
Yeah.
A few
I was
words.
just telling Diane that that clump of playground equipment there is on that site was the old Grand High School.
Oh, really? You went to high school there?
No, this is my father and mother went to high school there.
Okay.
And that was about 1910 or so, And when I was a little kid, I climbed along the ruined wall of the high school.
Oh, really?
At that time, they'd built a new one out west of town, where I went.
Just make sure I've got focus on you there. Yeah, we got focus on you. Good. I'm just
anyway-
gonna let you guys go.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
Wendy wants to hear.
Yeah, we should be getting going too, because
Yes.
we need to get it back to the ears.
Um,
No guarantees, but it looks pretty good to me.
Okay,
How long? About half hour?
10 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Yeah, I was gonna say, after this, after we just say hi to Maynard, I'm putting the camera away.
Okay.
Okay, because this is not about the camera. This is about you being here for your family.
Yeah. But now.
Yeah,
this
where
is a-
would you like to?
Well, what do you want me to reminisce on today?
Well,
My father and mother built this house on the corner right here where the little toy windmill is. And that's where my mother died eventually. My father went to a nursing home in Marshalltown. She died in the house.
and what was there before?
That was in the corner of the big garden plot that was an acre's worth that my grandfather fed his family with. He had an enormous garden there. And his house was in the side of the one over here ahead, which at that time was an old red brick house. And there were 9 kids that were born and raised in that house. And it was where my grandfather and grandmother lived when I was very small. Where I spent some overnights in the winter because the snow would be too hard to get in from the farm, and I had to go to first grade by sleeping up here in February.
How many blocks is this, like, from school to the house?
Oh, it's just one block.
Yeah.
The school that was built after the one in the park there was torn down.
That's your seatbelt.
Uh,
Now it's okay.
This is now East Marshall High School.
Okay, it's gonna make you put your seatbelt
All
on.
right. All right.
What is it? You said it's East Marshall now?
Yeah, that's what it's called. That's what it is called. It's no longer LeGrand High School.
Yeah.
It went through different names after I graduated from it too.
Well, there are a few old structures, but not all
We used to
that
play softball here in the south part of it where the building is now.
many. So that's the original.
That rectangular one there is the original high school and grade school that I went to. And this is the Erickson house that Donald Erickson married my cousin. Hibbs, what was her name? That's the church that my dad helped build. Not the one I went to when I was a kid. It's gone there now.
Was the original church on that
Same site, yes.
site? Did it burn down or something? Or?
No, it got old and decrepit, and And they built a new one on it. And the uncle of President Hoover once lived in that house right there on the
Oh.
corner.
The uncle of Hoover.
Yeah, and the pastor of the Friends Church lived in this little house right here, this little white one here. And for many years, US 30 went right through here on Main Street before the
Round.
bypass was put in here.
So President Hoover's uncle lived there.
Yeah.
I've never been on this side.
And here is Mr. and Mrs. Watkins' house in the old days. Mrs. Watkins helped my mother pick turkeys along with several other women from the town.
There's no house on the right.
But even the trees are different. There are none of the trees that I remember of when I was a kid, 10 to 12 years old or so. This road here, let's see,
Jeffrey Street.
where are we from the town square?
The
If you want to do some more reminiscing, go
Yeah.
down here to the town square.
in front of the post office.
Go a block to the right.
Yeah. I remember a picture of a big gathering right here in front of this area.
Yeah,
That one picture.
that was when the highway was here and the transcontinental people came through with their cars.
Yeah. And there's the post office.
That post office there used to be the grocery store.
Oh,
But if you want to, let's turn right here, which is the road that went out of south out of town to the post office in the old days. From it went out to the depot, and the guy who brought in the mail daily from the train would pick it up and bring it back on this road
so
to the
there
post
was
office.
a LeGrand depot
Yeah.
down here at the railroad track.
It's a little bit a ways, yeah, but the LeGrand had a depot and it was widely used all the time when I was a very little kid. And it was used even more when my mother was small. And that's how they got around the country, by going to the depot. Now the viaduct down here is closed, but that goes up south of town. And I don't remember just how you used to get over to the depot, but anyway, out here somewhere there's a Palmer College.
Palmer College.
Yeah,
In LeGrand.
yeah, it was called Palmer College. And it may have been right there, but I'm not exactly sure anymore.
We swing by the cemetery and the farm.
Well, we're gonna have time to.
Yeah, we'll go by the cemetery. How's that?
Okay. Of course, everybody walked in those days, and let's see. What street is this? This is not the main street, though.
Julian Street.
Nowadays, or wherever there was a house in the suburbs of LeGrand, as you might say, they always had a big garden or a big cornfield. There. no such thing as trailer homes.
Prefab.
There's another Robin.
What's this house here?
What about it?
Wondering, this is a very old brick.
Oh, that's the Hattie Haynes and John Haynes house. Roger Haynes was the guy around town that had all the women.
Had all the women.
Well, yeah.
Was that house built about a similar time as your grandfather's house?
I don't know when it was built. It was always there when I was a kid.
Okay.
As well as was my grandfather's house. He built it when I was a very small child, and he retired from the farm. Looks like maybe there's just a one-way in nowadays.
So, who all is buried here of our ancestors?
Well, quite a few of them. A lot of Millses. Sometime, if we had a lot of time, we could go in and look them over. This straight ahead to the west here used to go down and cross the railroad track.
We'll just go around.
Okay. But anyhow,
Well, there's a Hoover.
my grandfather, both my grandfathers are here, and grandmothers are here, and
That's going to be Maynard. I think that's where Maynard's going to be buried.
Norman.
Or Norman, I mean.
Yeah,
sorry.
where?
On our right here.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep, Norman.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Well, Charlotte should be here
Yeah.
somewhere too.
Yeah, that ready.
Yeah, they're all ready for him.
But Grandma and Grandpa are over
There.
that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
And my uncle, my black sheep, Uncle John Johnson,
Yes.
is also buried there. And he apparently joined the Friends Church and never abandoned it, even though he was living at many different locations during his lifetime.
So do you know where Grandma and Grandpa's graves are?
I wouldn't know offhand.
Yeah.
I'd have to go look.
And then your grandfather and grandmother are here too.
Yeah, yeah. There's Johnson, there's Ferguson,
Haynes.
Hurl, Swirl, there's Haynes.
Oh, yep.
All those names are the people who were the adults of my childhood.
Yeah. We'll get back to the park now.
Yeah, we should get back to Maynard's.
Yeah.
I'll call Maynard when I care. On our way out.
Yeah, that house has seen better days. This one here.
Yeah, they used to have a croquet set in the lawn, and a nice court for croquet. Briefly, when croquet was popular.
It doesn't look as...
Stop sign.
Yeah, it doesn't look as lively as it did the last time I was here. And that kind of surprises me because I thought it was looking more lively last time.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why that's what it should be, but go here. turn is off to the left. Or it's over where my cousin Lawrence had his
Yes.
area, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
His picnic house, you know, overlooking the river. And,
You want to just stay here?
sure, might as well.